So what we have here is a pretty nifty little solar powered light. So you have a solar panel, you have a light. This screws into whatever you want to screw it into. This has a mount for you to mount it to whatever you want to mount it to. Long wire to connect it. I'm actually going to use these in the house to light up the rooms on solar power, because they'll run for several hours at night. I think 5 hours of full power or something like that. I'll have to look it up. I'm not entirely sure. But the one thing I don't like about it, well, let me show you first the light. There you go, lights up. Got warm white, cold white. Now the one thing I don't like is that, well, I had to conduct surgery to get into this. It's completely sealed all the way around, so I had to breach the seal and then finally pry up the silicone pasty stuff that holds it together. I would like to see this removable, like unscrewed, some way that it's not permanent. There's then 2 screws holding it in of the 4 available slots. I lost 1 screw already. And then in here is your solar, or your LED array, and your 6,000 milliamp battery pack. It looks like there is enough room in here to expand this. So it should be possible to put a larger battery pack in here, because I would like to double this if I could. And then this is your control board. It's all a unified array, all one PCB. This includes your input from your solar and your battery. That screws together on there. And then I'll have to reglue this on. I will probably use like something like Wacky Tack or something like that to hold it on, especially some using them indoors. They don't need to be hermetically sealed. But I would like to see the manufacturer redesign this to make this removable so that this can be serviceable, to make it easier to get into here, to repair it, replace the battery, expand the battery, etc. Eventually the battery will die and you'll want to replace it. You know, this paddle will last 20 or 30 years, no problem. It would suck to have to throw this away because after 5 years that battery dies. So there you go. If you want to replace it, you need to make a hole in there somehow and then use a screwdriver to pry it up, work it around until you can defeat the adhesive holding it in track. This is all one piece. This is all one piece. Overall, good light. I like it. I like the fact that I can make it warm or cold, even though I'm pretty much going to use the daylight cold color. But that's my only complaint. I'd like to be serviceable. Otherwise, decent light. I have 2 of these, and I'm probably going to get a couple more.